Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Hey,
Cool. Made it.
Hello.
I just gotta get logged in, but I did at least have the foresight to level up and grab an item earlier.
color me impressed.
Indeed.
Honestly, that record, you probably should be.
So, since you're here now, Dusky, I can officially go hello and welcome to the stream. This is Starbreakers episode 4, and we need a little bit of a recap. We had a week off. So let's have a bit of a recap. You guys defeated the mad living dungeon of Eldwold, and claimed the Heart of the Sky, the magical gem that had fallen into its grasp, as you guys had traversed through the underworld and through many other encountering many different creatures, in particular ones that were mask-like, that could attach themselves onto living bodies or dead bodies and control them. But now you guys are in Santa Cora, resting, but you guys have a big decision to make. The Icons have sent various agents to essentially barter for this Heart of the Sky gem. And before we kind of transfer over to that, let's introduce ourselves, and let's go with Kyre. Introduce yourself, and what was the first thing you did as soon as you got to Santa Cora?
Oh, you're asking the tough questions. Okay, hey, I'm Zuri. I play Kyra Adelard. He is the resident Knight of the Crusader, who is also a demonologist and warlock. As far as the first thing he did when he got to Santa Cora would probably be reporting into the Crusader through a letter or whatnot, or basically making contact with his contacts in town, essentially, since we know at least a couple are probably here.
Indeed, and they, much like you, Kyre, they're probably very apprehensive of being in Santa Cora, being that it is the city of the bright gods, but they kind of know that if they don't cause any problems in the city, that there won't be any problems, that kind of thing. Sadly, Jacques' player will not be available for the game tonight, but hopefully he'll be here for the next game. But, Dusky, introduce yourself, and what is the first thing that Abel did as soon as he got to Santa Cora?
What's up, everybody? I am Dusky. I play Abel, the Forgeborn Ranger. Currently in possession of the Heart of the Sky. And so I think, actually, that's kind of throwing him off his mojo a little bit. I think Abel kind of spends some time down on the... I feel like there's like a Santa Cora kind of river walk or something like that, a kind of market district, and he's trying to kind of look at all the little fish that are in the river and like all the birds that kind of hang out there waiting for the stall kind of owners to throw out their kind of scraps and stuff, and he's like there trying to make some friends, but they all, I think, probably seem to be sort of steering clear of him at the moment, because there's presumably something a little bit off with his energy, with his aura. He's got rock belly at the moment.
That is very true. But I think Abel's warm personality will, of course, shine through.
We hope.
Zen, please introduce yourself and what Korgolg did in Santa Cora.
Hi, I'm Zandragoon. I'm playing Korgulg, the half-orc commander. Once we got to Santa Cora, Korgulg would uh, probably make sure that Last Light and Luna were safe, and worry about finding somewhere to sleep and get something to eat that
Uh,
wasn't a heart attack.
Uh, luckily for all of you, you did find a very modest uh, inn and tavern it's known as the Friar and the Keg, and it's one of the few uh, like taverns in Santa Cora. Santa Cora is it's kind of considered not necessarily a prohibitionary state. Like they do allow alcohols, but only like in certain districts. Mostly if those districts have like gods that pertain to like alcohol. But most places in Santa Clara, they're kind of dry places. You're luckily in one of the places where alcohol and stuff is still kind of allowed in that area. So you guys are probably, you ate and probably drank some of your cares away first times you got there. And Nanoka, please introduce yourself and what did Tori do on their time in Santa Cora?
Hello, Nanoka here. My character is Tori, the Star Child Sorcerer. In Santa Cora, I think Tori is, unlike Kaya, Tori is very much at home within the city of Light God. So she probably frequents all the temples dedicated to the Light Gods and helps out in religious services and similar tasks.
Indeed, and uh, all of you kind of draw a crowd, but Tori does especially, simply because uh, of your connection to the priestess, and the fact that you kind of help out in so many different ways that you're treated you're almost like a mascot of the priestess. So like there's like a temple is being kind of opened up, and they're like they ask you to come over and like kind of pose for people to like kind of get people excited about it. It's like
They kind of lightning bolt over the top of it.
yeah, exactly. They ask you to like lightning bolt and do like magic stuff to kind of like show how you know influential you are and such. And that's that's been like about a few days since you guys have been there, and so you find yourselves. You guys are on the top floor. It's a roughly two-story building. There are various beds. There's, of course, uh, food. Some food stuff has been kind of prepared. You can definitely smell uh, the smell of like cooked meats and breads. It kind of wafts very heavily onto the air. And there we go. And yeah, you guys are out and about. So just kind of choose which room you would have like slept in.
Kyra, of course, takes the most plain, small room, sticking to his military background and whatnot.
Indeed, it's like there's the only thing in like your room, Kyra, that would have been fancy was just like a little kind of like vase, and it's not even that fancy looking of a vase. It looks like it was kind of mass produced.
Abel has not paid attention at all to the finery in this room. He just can't fit on any other bed.
Yeah, the owners of that they understood because of your large size that they gave you like basically kind of like a master suite with at like half the charge.
The irony is that Abel doesn't actually really need a bed, but still.
Tori's gonna hang out in the tub of water.
You're just relaxing in the water, Tori.
Yep.
Isn't that for Abel
Yeah.
to be an oil bath, wouldn't it, though?
That seems like that would ruin the bathtub.
There's probably like some kind of like enchanted, roughly kind of like enchanted soap that Abel could like rub on to kind of clean himself with. It is Santa Cora. They would have some kind of like magical properties about their items. And Korgolg looks like he was in a fairly standard one.
Korgulg would have taken the smallest room that had a bath. So
Of course, and like I said, you guys can smell the smell of breakfast. It is wafting heavy into the air. And let me find us some good tavern music. There we go. And with that in mind, what are you guys gonna do?
Safe to say this is the day we're probably meeting with the icons to tell them our decision.
Yes, indeed. Like, they essentially gave you guys about a few days, almost a week, to kind of decide. But yes, today is the day. This is the decision time. And they are waiting downstairs for you.
So I imagine Kyra would probably be up at the crack of dawn, but he'd be fully, cleaning up the armor, making it spiffy. You're about to show off to a bunch of hoity-toity types for the most part, let's be honest. So want to make sure you look your best and they take you seriously.
Indeed.
And then go down, eat a short, small breakfast and get ready to get on with the day.
Indeed, and as you kind of come out of your room, you'll see Luna and Laslight, the fairy, kind of sitting at a table. They are eating breakfast. Laslight is drinking out of like a thimble, and you can see that she's kind of shaky on her wings to kind of indicate that she's had a little bit to drink. Luna seems to be fairly good. And Luna just simply goes, good morning.
Kyra would nod, roll his eyes at last light as he looks towards the window and sees the dawn still on the horizon, and will collect his breakfast and take a seat over to the side.
Luna will simply say, did you sleep well? I would hope so, being that, well, you all simply survived against a living dungeon, of course.
The overabundance of this place makes me uncomfortable. It breeds weakness.
Luna just kind of goes, really? I rather like it. It gives us a moment to relax, and, I mean, relaxing's not a bad thing, is it? And you see her kind of put, like, a piece of bread into her mouth, and she kind of, like, chews it.
Imagine Kyra quirks a brow. Is that what you call it? I thought I heard you heading towards Corgel's room last night.
She kind of sputters a little bit. She kind of goes, and Lastlight kind of very awkwardly flies over to you, and she kind of goes, let me tell you something. She thought about it. She was about to, And then she ran back to her room. It was very funny. And Luna just like kind of gets up and she like kind of grabs for Last Light. She goes, "Shush, you!" What? And she kind of gets pulled back to the table.
Kyra's smirking.
Tori, did everything suddenly just start feeling more awkward for you?
I can't tell. I mean, did it? Tori's gonna head out and he's gonna eat right next to Kaya. On purpose.
Yeah, you would.
A couple minutes later, Korgal will come out pulling on his fur coat, and he'll go sit across from Last Light and Luna.
As you come out, Korgolg, Luna will kind of wave to you and say, "I hope that you slept well, Korgolg."
Yeah.
Something funny, Kyra?
An abundance of humor this morning.
That's the first.
And I think Abel kind of finally makes their way down the hallway and says, "Good morning, friends. I hope you are enjoying your breakfast. I do not need sustenance as such. However," and he goes over and takes like a piece of bread from the table and goes, "It has been a few hours since I have fed Hoot. I will be outside if you need me." And they just kind of wander down to go find their bird.
Okay. It doesn't take you too long. It's like Hoot is kind of like was kind of resting up in the rafters, and they see you and they quickly fly down and they land right on your shoulder. And they kind of press their head, their face kind of against you, and they give out an affectionate hoot.
Abel actually uses. I don't actually know if he's done. I don't think Abel does this around other people. But Abel like uses kind of like the microphone speaker array to mimic the sound back to Hoot, and give her a little pet
Yeah, she
and a piece of bread.
Yeah, she very much affectionately kind of returns that, and she begins to kind of nibble
I'm
on the bread.
I'm also realizing now that this is like exactly the opposite of what you would do. This owl is probably pissed off because it's actually probably been awake all night and wants to go to bed, and also owls probably don't eat bread, but that's okay. I didn't really think about that, and Abel's a robot, so I'm going to keep it. That's canon now. Abel has no idea.
I'm pretty sure, for me, like a ranger's pet and a ranger's companion, or they're kind of like,
Yeah.
they're more like sentient animals, more or less.
It's one of those things where like Abel thinks he's doing Hoot a favor by bringing her bread, and Hoot is just like humoring Abel and being like, "You idiot! I already ate a mouse last night. Like, we're good."
Just mashing the bread into its beak and going, "Oh no."
Yeah, and waiting until his attention is elsewhere to kind of spit it back out.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I love that. Luna kind of goes, looks to you, Korgolg, and she says, "Well," she finishes up her drink and she kind of puts Last Light on like her shoulder. She goes, "I think it's about time that I head out. I have my own adventure to get back to." But she'll take like something out of her coat pocket, and she'll give it to you, Korgolg, and it looks like a stone, but it's got various kind of like runic numbers and letters on it. And she goes, "It's a messenger stone. If you ever need to contact me, or if I need to contact you, that way we can have a communication." She says very awkwardly, and Last Light just kind of like drunkenly giggles.
Korgal will take it and thank her, and he'll blush a little bit as he puts in his coat.
And she'll smile a little bit at you, Korgolg, and she'll say, well, it's about time we be off, and she kind of looks to like the stairs, and she goes, good luck with those agents, and she heads down the stairs, and so does Last Light. And with that, again, you guys got a decision to make. Are you guys gonna start heading down?
I imagine Kirby pretty much finished at this point anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Have we like talked this over in character? I guess the decision that we're making. Have we figured out what we're doing?
I feel like that could be probably behind the scenes sort of thing last night, I imagine.
Yeah, like this, like
or the last week.
yeah, like you guys kind of all sat in the largest room, so that we all had like space, and you all kind of discussed amongst yourselves. Even Jacques kind of gave some suggestions, but ultimately, he, as you guys kind of woke up, you found a letter from Jacques saying that he had business he had to do, but he would be back soon, kind of thing. But
Kyra's muttering, "We're not breaking him out of jail if he ends up there."
he says, "P.S. If I'm in jail, then I'm not a very good rogue, am I?"
Well, at least he admits it.
This P.S. If I'm in jail, you better be breaking me out.
But yeah, you all would have like thought about it, and you all have kind of came to a consensus. And with that, I think you all start hitting down, and you head down the stairs, and you're quite surprised.
They're all here.
They're all here.
We should hang out here all the time. We're bringing big business for this inn.
Actually, this inn was completely bought out by the Iconic Agents, because there's been rooms for them as well. So they basically bought the entire tavern for like that whole week. So basically, the bartender and several other workers have been feeding and basically worrying themselves to death about making sure that everything is up to these agents' standards. Especially around like the Orc Lord agent and like the Crusader. Especially the bartender Lana, you see her kind of quickly bring another drink to a Crusader woman, and then you'll hear the Orc Lord guy in the back say, "Bring me another!" Right away, sir! And she kind of runs behind it to kind of grab more drinks. "Just bring me the entire keg, woman!" And the dwarf kind of goes, "Exactly! At least this orc knows how to drink, unlike this elf." And the elf is just kind of rolling her eyes as Lana rolls out a huge keg of drink. And the orc kind of breaks it open, and he shoves his drink, like his mug, right in there and just starts drinking.
Just as a quick note, probably when Kyra notices like the first agent at the bottom of the stairs, he'd pause and he's gonna enact a little bit of his magic before he comes down to cast Demon Tongue on himself. In addition, we probably should roll icon relationships because they might become pertinent very quickly.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, indeed. Please roll them. Before you guys do that, I'm just gonna point them out. This is the Archmage icon agent. He was the one that you guys talked to.
Meanwhile, while I'm rolling, Abel has definitely sat down with the dwarf and started drinking. Almost compulsory.
The Dralbun, the Axebreaker, the agent of the Dwarf King, goes, "Ah, good! I was hoping you would come over to our table. We need another drinker." And he kind of smacks his mug against yours, Abel, as like the elf agent kind of rolls her eyes.
I I just rolled a 5, a 6, and a 5. So I feel like Abel is getting smashed today, y'all.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Does you know what? Actually, I should mention. Does Abel? Maybe not. Does Abel personally know Dralbun Axebreaker?
Actually, yes, he knows that Dralbun Axebreaker is one of the Dwarf King's most fervent agents and warriors. He's one of the descendants of like the Axebreaker clan, which is been known to be like great warriors and commanders in the Dwarf King's armies. So he's not just your regular everyday dwarf. He is very powerful and influential in his own way.
Got it. So have they? I guess my question is like they've met personally at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
He goes.
Just wondering like how he, yeah. So Abel probably walks over to the table, and says, "Ah, Master Dralbun, I hope one of those is for me."
Of course, Aimbot. Who's going to deny one of the greatest inventions that the Dwarf King's ever set forth? And he throws you a big mug of like this ale.
He holds it up and says, "To the glory of the Dwarf King," and opens like his like jaw kind of mouth thing opens real wide, and he just dumps the whole thing down, and somewhere inside of him, the heart of the sky gets very wet.
Yeah, the
It's
heart
a
of
problem for later.
a little bit of steam kind of comes out as it kind of like lands on it, and he goes, "Ah, was it too hot for you? Maybe I should have."
My goodness, I'll be glad to be rid of this rock. I should not have any concept of what indigestion feels like.
Indeed, Aimbot, indeed. And he starts kind of laughing. Kyre, what are you? So you casted Demon Tongue on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, and who are you? Who specifically are you using that for?
Oh, sorry. That basically just allows me to be a little bit more charismatic and sly of the tongue if I need to here. I'm hoping this is just to be nice and easy, but I really have a suspicion it could go badly. So
Okay.
it was more of a safety net than anything.
Of course, no problem. As you kind of come down the stairs, you see. I'll pop her image for you guys so you guys can see her a little bit better. You see a woman with silver hair wearing black armor, and she looks like she has kind of a strange kind of mace-like staff. Kyre, you know that as Thessa. She is a member of the Ebon Gauntlet, which is a very powerful organization within the Crusaders' forces. She is what we would. She's not necessarily. She's kind of a cleric. She's more like a war priest, if you will.
Sort of like commander level, more or less, I'd imagine, of that
Yeah.
designation.
Yeah. And she just kind of looks at you with like a very stern face.
Yeah, imagine Kyre's eyes would kind of flick over all of them, and he knows this is not going to be a fun conversation.
Indeed. Tori, what about you?
Is any of the priestess or icons here?
Yes. Right here, you see a white-scaled dragonborn in yellow and with a white and gold armor. You know this as Terra Frost.
Oh, I do know that character. I do know her, yes.
And as she kind of sees you, she gets up and she kind of walks over to you. You know that Terra Frost is a paladin. And she kind of bends herself down a little bit and she goes, "Lady Tori, it is an honor to see you well."
No, don't bow to me. Please stand up. I'm just another follower of the priestess like yourself.
She nods. She goes, "Yes, but who but a great being such as yourself could fight against a living dungeon of that magnitude? Surely the priestess and the gods were on you and your party's side against it.
Oh no! No, I'm nowhere near that good. If you were on that journey, you could have done it too.
She chuckles and she goes, "Perhaps, but the priestess guides us all in our ways. She's been guiding me well, and I'm sure she will do the same for you."
Of course.
Tori,
Korgulg is gonna lean into Kyre and be like, and he's going to whisper, "Do you think they're all gonna try and kiss our asses?"
I imagine Kyra's biting back something scathing in front of the priest right now, so it's probably fine.
Korgulg, as you kind of come in, you see there are two orcs. There is the gentleman right here wearing golden armor. This is you get the impression that he is of the Great Gold Worm. And you have, of course, this orc in the back drinking with Dralben. You know this is Grughack, who is, again, a very influential warrior in the Orc Lord's army. And of course, next to Tori is a human. This is Lord Vermin of Axis. He is influential kind of politician in the Emperor's political array.
Did you say vermin?
Vermon.
Okay.
Of course, you see an associate of the High Druid. And of course, the associate of the Archmage. And so, as you all kind of gather around, the wizard, Weeble, goes, All right. Please, can we lower the music down?" As the bard that's kind of in the area kind of lowers his music. Thank you. Now, great warriors, you've had your discussions and your debate. Now it is the decision time. Which of us will you grant the honor of giving the Heart of the Sky to, so that we may learn of its properties and work on a grand accomplishment to rid this world of living dungeons? He kind of goes to like all the other iconic agents, and he kind of goes, "We've all been patient with your decision making, but indeed it is time. Who will you be giving this item of great power to?" And there's a very heavy stillness as they await your decision.
Abel gets up and backs slowly away from the table and walks to the rest of their friends. Kind of looks at them. Out of character, we did definitely decide on the Great Gold Worm, right?
The votes, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could betray the party here, but I'm not going to. That's this guy over here?
Yes. Yeah.
Torgus.
Okay, perfect. Abel opens up the hatch and reaches in.
And as you do so, like, the light kind of like illuminates, and so like many of them kind of like shield their eyes, and Uebel, as he sees it, he goes, "Remarkable, simply remarkable. And he kind of inches almost closer as if he wants to get like a better look at it.
I'm gonna just shoulder my way in between. I'm gonna intercept him.
There you go. As he starts walking towards Abel, Abel just completely turns their back on him and shakes off the stone a little bit. There's probably a little bit of ale still dripping from it.
Oh,
Hands
no.
It's probably real sticky.
Hands it to Artorias and says, here, don't worry, it was good ale. And hands it to him.
As you do so, he very kind of gently kind of puts it in his hand and he goes, I thank you. The great gold worm will do all in his power to understand this mysterious gem's powers. And as that happens, Uibol's eyes kind of go wide and he goes, what? This is preposterous! The Archmage assigned all of you. He brought you all together so that you could find this, so that we, the Archmage, and those of great arcane powers could learn and understand this. The great gold worm... He kind of looks to Artorias and kind of goes, please pardon my wording, but the great gold worm, his power and influence, it cannot stand next to the Archmage's. His physical form is in the abyss, after all. And Artorias kind of squints his eyes and he goes, that may be so. But his lordship and his golden splendor still influences the land. His powers still hold weight, even though he sacrifices his physical form. And again, Uibol kind of goes, this is completely preposterous. Only the Archmage could truly be able to wield and understand this cosmic power. And as that goes, Millie, the agent of the High Druid, kind of goes, or perhaps use it to hurt something. She says rather cheeky, and Uibo goes, how dare you? The Archmage's powers and his usage of the ley lines and those magics have been wondrous for the Empire. And she goes, yes, and disastrous for the forests. He has made sure to create many conservational places, so that way trees can still grow and farmlands can still be used. What has the High Druid done except to try to forcibly push people out? And she goes, the High Druid seeks balance in all things. And Thessa she's just kind of scoffing, and Terra Frost is kind of going, she just kind of goes, not exactly my first choice. I would have thought the priestess, but she kind of looks to all of you and she kind of goes, you are mighty warriors, and I trust in Lady Tori's decision, and she will always have my blade if she ever needs of it. Lord Vermon of Access kind of sighs a bit and he goes, oh, the Emperor is not going to like this, not any way, shape, or form. Dralben kind of laughs a bit. Ha ha, that is a good decision! Ah, I don't know what the Dwarf King would want with this gem, but he kind of looks to Abel and kind of goes, I trust in the aimbot. He's got dwarven sense. Malrina, the elf agent, kind of goes, still, poor decision. Would have been much better under the Elf Queen's influence, but oh well. Such things are as they are. And Graghag just kind of shrugs a bit. The Orc Lord, he could take it or leave it. And again, like, Uibol is just like, he's like just completely flabbergasted. He's like, he kind of looks to you, Korgolg, and he kind of goes, you honestly don't agree with this, do you? The Archmage would truly be able to understand this.
Korgulg is just like not even looking at him. He's facing the other way.
Artorias simply goes, Uibol, Do you honestly think that the Great Gold Worm will deprive the Archmage of some research? Surely you and many of the other wizards and enchanters will have your time to research it, but under our supervision. Surely that is a good compromise, is it not? And he just kind of scoffs a bit and he kind of goes, "This is completely ridiculous and a waste of my time. The Archmage will hear about this," and he points at Tori, "and he will be very disappointed in you." And
You're making a spectacle of yourself. You should shut your mouth and get out if you're gonna act this way.
he goes,
He's handed an olive branch towards you. If you refuse it, this is on you. And the Archmage should think better about the ones he sends to speak with us.
As you say that, Uibol's, "How dare you? I am Uibol the Unnerving. I am the wielder of arcanes far beyond your simple comprehensions. My powers have brought many of the Crusaders' armies to their very knees. You should watch your tongue, boy, before I pluck it out." And he very much angrily stomps out, and you hear him just like smack the door open as he leaves. And as soon as he leaves, the bard begins playing music right after. Thessa will slowly kind of get up from her chair, and she'll kind of slowly move past you, Korgulg and Abel, just like not even paying you any minds. She goes to you, Kyre, and she goes, "Well, this is an interesting situation, Kyre."
I imagine Kyre noticeably stiffens as she kind of moves before him, and he wouldn't look away. He's the kind of man that would meet her gaze.
She's Kyre, you're what, 6 foot, 7 foot?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, she's about 5'9", so she's pretty short, but she commands like
That she has the presence of the Crusader.
indeed, and she kind of goes, the what is the name of the your associate? Was it Vandrin?
Commander Vandrin. Yeah.
Commander Vandrin. She'll say, "I will report this to Commander Vandrin. I'm sure he'll be completely satisfactory with what you've done. You've obviously proven the will of the Crusader against." She kind of smirks a bit as you kind of insulted Uebol. "He's a blowhard. All wizards are, especially ones that feel that they need to kiss the backside of the Archmage after all." And
He was a poor selection, and he made a fool of himself. I will not make excuses for my actions today or my decisions. This was the best we can do with my companions and myself. It was the safest option and the best in my mind, the Crusaders' aims and goals.
She'll go, that may of course need to be seen, but that is something that we will investigate in due time. And she is about ready to leave, and she kind of gives you like a letter, and as soon as you touch it, it feels different. It feels like a very special letter. As you kind of feel it in your gloved hands, you know the texture. This is demon hide. This is hide from a demon that's been, of course, stretched out and it's been turned into like writing material. Made so. And she goes, "That is for you. Vandrin has a mission for you. But do not open it here in Santa Cora."
Kyre will stow it, and he'll stand at attention and salute her.
She'll simply nod, and she'll go, "May his fist ever tighten." And she will head out. Tori, what are you doing as all of this is happening?
Tori feels very sad that the Archmage, the Archmage representative said that the Archmage will be displeased with him, and
Tara kind of comes over to you and she kind of pats you on your shoulder and she kind of goes, "Do not take it to heart. He does not understand that your decision was not made out of malice. It was made to ensure complete unbias. He's more a bureaucrat than a wizard, I feel."
okay. And Tori is gonna try to cheer up a little and fly around Kaya.
Tara Frost will go, I will report this to her ladyship, the priestess. And she kind of gives you all kind of like a bow, and she heads out the door as well. And the High Druid's agent, she'll get up, and she'll kind of... She won't bow, she'll just kind of go, "Interesting little event, I should say." And she'll head out. The Elf Queen's agent, she'll head out, won't talk to anybody. So will Lord Vermon. Grughack will finish his drink, and he'll go, "Dwarf, hopefully if we meet each other again, it'll be on the field of battle." And Dralben will say, "Ah, good, yes. If you kill me or I kill you, we'll share a drink with each other." And Grughack will go over to Korgulg and he'll go, "I like that you made that pompous little wizard upset. Good job." And he kind of points to you, Kyre.
That was to me?
Yes, to you.
Stay strong.
"I am an orc. Of course I am strong." And he looks to you, Korgulg, and will go, "Ah, your uncle, the Orc Lord, will be quite pleased with you. Continue your battles, my boy. Soon you will be a chieftain before you know it."
Korgulg will give him one of those wrist clasp handshakes.
And he'll go, good. I will give your mother and your brothers do you have anything you wish for me to give to them?
Oh, jeez.
$2,000 gold.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like something physical. It could be just be like, like words.
I'll hand him a letter.
He'll go, good. And he says, "Stay strong." And he'll head out. Dralben will be the last to head out, and he'll kind of shakingly, kind of woozily, kind of go over to Abel. And he'll go, "The Dwarf King, he trusts your judgment, Aimbot. Don't worry about some pompous wizard." And he kind of looks to Hoot. "Hoot, you keep your eyes peeled." And his eyes kind of like get cross-eyed for a moment. "Oh, excuse me." And he kind of heads on out. And with that, Arturius will look to all of you and he'll say, "I and the Great Gold Worm thank you for blessing us with this item. I promise you it will be investigated fairly among all wizards and the clerics and paladins under our disposal. And we will let you know what we have found. It should take, with all of our resources put in, a month's time. Till then, may he in his golden splendor watch over all of you." And he heads out. And with that, good job, guys. Now you guys have shopping to do.
So, two things.
Mm-hmm.
I checked the stream and it's still showing us in our bedrooms.
Really interesting. Oh, I think I know.
We're officially a podcast now, boys.
I think I know.
Cameraman?
Did it seriously not? Hold on. I'm probably gonna have to move it to the other, because I'm trying to use Stream View.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if I'm gonna have. There we go. I don't know why it didn't. Scuffed episode 4. We should have called this Star Scuffed at this point.
And then the other thing I did want to ask is, everyone had offered us some kind of reward.
Yeah.
Did the Artorias give us a reward?
Yes, he did actually. He gave you all. He would have given you guys all magical item components and a magical item of some sort that you would have chosen.
Okay. I'll figure that out with you later.
Yeah, no worries. With that, you guys kind of head out of the tavern, and you guys kind of look around various items and stuff. And as you're kind of walking, along the marketplace. You see a shop that kind of pulls you in. It has a familiar name, Fizzletoe.
No.
Just before we depart there, Karia's gonna leave 100 gold for that poor barmaid that had to deal with all those people.
She kind of like takes it and she goes, "Thank you, my lord. Thank you. Please, don't ever let those people come here again. Please."
Wish I could control that. My apologies.
And as again, you see a Fizzletoe kind of shop and emporium. As you open it up, you see a gnome woman, very shrewd looking figure, and she goes, Welcome to Fizzletoe's shop and magical item emporium. I am Melona Fizzletoe." She kind of looks at all of you and she goes, "You all look very familiar."
What was the last one's name? I don't remember.
Grammy Lime?
Grimy Lime.
Grimy
Yeah.
Lime. Grimy Lime.
Abel walks up and says, "Master Fizzletoe, you have changed."
She goes, "No, I haven't changed, at least as far as I could tell. Oh, you're thinking, did you meet my brother? He's, she kind of goes, "You are! He told me about you. He sent it in a letter. He said that he met some very interesting people. You have to be these interesting people." And she kind of shows the letter, and you see like these kind of fairly nicely kind of drawn, kind of image, like kind of portraits of your faces. And she goes, "Well, if you all are here," and she kind of hops up onto the table, "then that means you're here for magical things. Ooh, very, very nice. Please, let the Fizzletoe family be your guide to any magical items or usage of magical potions, runes, anything that you are in need of."
Remind me, mechanically speaking, if I like runes don't really add a bonus to magic items, do they?
Gotta do.
Does the +1 or whatever will stack?
It doesn't stack. You need a
No.
champion tier 1 to increase it to champion tier. and then
Gotcha.
create insurance one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I put the runes in the equipment.
Right, I was just making sure the bonus, it doesn't just stack on top of.
When you say the equipment, what is that supposed to be under? Because I can't find it.
I put
In the
it,
house rules thing in the scroll.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
House rules.
I put it in house rules. Yeah. Yeah,
Ah,
it's down on the very bottom.
So I do have to tell you, I'm going to be pretty upset if there are not 10 distinctly different Fizzletoes,
I will.
or at least 5.
There will certainly be some distinct Fizzletoes.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look up more fruit-related names.
There you go.
How many champion tier potions do they have? I'm gonna start counting out gold.
They have. Let me see here. Champion tier.
Yeah, that's a good question, because I'll definitely want some too.
There is roughly 3 champion tier potions, and there are around 4 adventure tier. And they are, the adventure is 50 gold, and champion is 100 gold.
I'll buy 1 champion, leaving the rest for the others, and I'll buy 4 of the adventure.
Okay, just put those in your inventory and subtract the gold. And
Yeah, I'll buy 1 or 2 champion tier potions, depending if somebody else wants one.
She goes, very good, very good. You seem to be the adventurous type. And she kind of hops down from the desk and kind of walks around. She kind of shows you all the stuff that she has. You see, like, crystals for, like, arcane components, and you see clothing, you see armors, you see a lot of the stuff, maybe not exactly the same stuff that was in Grimy Lime Shop, but certainly about the same kind of things. She kind of goes, I do have magical components for upgrading magic items. That is quite a thing that's starting to come into fashion nowadays.
So just to confirm, we got 1 set of those if we picked one, and then we got 1 set of those from the from Artorias?
Yes.
Okay. I will ask how much they cost.
She kind of goes, well, it depends on the magical item itself. If it is an adventurer tier magic item, the price would be 1,000 gold for those components, because it's not just regular components we're talking about here. They're not. She kind of picks up this crystal and she kind of goes, this crystal here, this would be good for, some arcane rituals, but not for, like, a true magical item. So you need to have exceptionally rare components. But of course, I have those. She kind of gives you like a wink and a smile.
So you only need, how many do you need to upgrade? Just 1?
I would say that for an adventurer tier magic item to become champion, you would need like essentially like 2 components. Well, 1 component. So that way it makes it champion. So it'll be like a +2 kind of thing.
So it's basically a 1,000 gold to increase, more or less?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. And you said, I'm sorry, I'm piggybacking on something Kyra said because I'm confused. We did find a champion tier
Yes, you did find
magic item.
Yes, you did find.
Our option was a champion tier magic item or the components to increase when
Right.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have found both. Like, you would have had to kind of chosen either a magical item.
Right. And then but you said with Artorias that was something like
You could have gotten another champion item, or you could have gotten some components as well.
in addition to the one we found after the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
And she kind of goes, and one of the other reasons as to why, you need these exceptionally rare items is because, well, you need to have a particular forge. She kind of looks to you, Abel, and she kind of goes, certainly you weren't made in a regular forge, my very tall metal friend.
I was made in the finest dwarven forges.
She goes, yes, but... And she kind of dances over to over here a little bit. Yes, but for a magical item, even a dwarven forge will not be truly it. What you need to find is an arcane forge.
Do you have one of those? Korgulg will ask.
She kind of goes, "Oh, no. If I had an arcane forge, I would not have a shop here in Santa Cora. I would probably be in some mountains somewhere, making lots more money." She goes, "No, no, no. An arcane forge, it's..." She kind of goes off about them. Essentially, arcane forges were kind of created during the Wizard King's reign. Those were the ways that he was able to kind of, like, equip his army. He had a lot of, like, mage knights in his forces, which made it quite difficult for the icons of that time to defeat him. And as far as you know, she kind of goes, as far as I know, most of the arcane forges would have been lost to those ages or were destroyed during the time of the Wizard King. I'm sure there's one around somewhere. You'd probably have to get good with one of the icons to probably find out about it.
Okay. I am going to pull out 1,000 gold worth of gems and coins, and I'm going to get some components for a second item to be upgraded.
Okay. What item are you planning to upgrade?
So I was going to upgrade probably... Because we have upgrade materials from Artorias already.
Yes.
Or a
Essentially,
magic item. You
Yeah.
have up to two upgrade materials so far.
yeah.
So I'm going to ask for something to upgrade the haughty short sword.
Okay. She'll go, your short sword. And she kind of looks it over. And she kind of walks over to, like... She'll go, "I'll be right back. Don't steal anything." And she kind of goes down these stairs. You hear it's like some clattering sounds. And about 10 minutes or so later, she comes back. And she goes over back to you, Korgulg. And she gives you something that looks a bit like a whetstone. And she goes, "This item, this component, should be exactly what you need to sharpen your short sword."
I will thank her and give her the money.
She will happily take it, and she'll say, when the magic item, when you find the arcane forge, it'll speak to you. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do to upgrade it. So don't worry too much. And she kind of pats you on pats you on like the elbow, as if she's trying to like pat you on the cheek, because she's very short.
I'll lean down.
She'll go, "Thank you," and she'll pat you on the cheek. "Handsome boy." And she'll go over to you. She'll go, "Anything else that you all may need, please don't hesitate to ask." Though she kind of goes, "I might." She kind of thinks about it for a moment. Would you all be against? Are you guys leaving town right now?
I'll say no.
She'll go, I hate to do this, but could you possibly help me with a slight problem?"
What's
Does
the
it
problem?
does it involve exploding monsters?
She goes, "No, as far as I could tell, no. It's more bandits."
Are they exploding bandits?
"I would certainly hope not."
Not yet. Give Tori a chance.
I would certainly hope not. You see, due to Eldwold's, destruction, there's been refugees, of course, coming to Santa Cora, and that's made it pretty much a bed for banditry. And unfortunately, some items of mine that I need were taken. So if you could possibly handle those bandits and bring back those items in question, well, I'd be quite thankful, and maybe I'll throw in a little extra.
I see
Carl-
reason why not.
Yes, we must help the people.
She smiles at you, Tori. Good, good. And she kind of brings you like a little map, and she kind of goes, they're here next to the wild wood.
Kyra will start reviewing it, and he'll offer her his ring of defense to see if she can get the upgrade materials for that while they're at it.
She'll look at it and she'll go, It's going to take a bit of looking, but I'll definitely see if I have anything for you. Please, if you could return back before the end of the day, I think that would be quite good.
I also want to. Sorry, I know I'm doing this late, but I also, before we leave, I'm gonna buy. Are there champion tier runes? You said.
Yes, they're on like
Okay.
these little stones.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 of those while we're there.
She'll go, good. Adventurers like yourselves must keep yourselves nice and prepared. Now, please, take care of those bandits for me. Thank you. And with that, you guys head out of Santa Cora, and we'll come back to the. Excuse me. We'll come back to the map. You guys are here, and she said that the bandit camp was like kind of around. It was kind of like in here.
Move my character out of the way.
I was gonna say I should probably like. Can I delete my token? Do I need my token on there?
we have a little boot for where we were at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so essentially, the bandit camp would probably been like right around here.
Okay.
So
And sorry, just one really quick confirmation. I apologize. So we have the champion tier upgrade materials we got. It doesn't work immediately. We need to actually find a forge facility for that, right?
indeed, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to make sure I had that right. Thank you.
But I trust me, I'm working on the plot for that. And so with that, you all kind of trek from Santa Cora. You guys start heading into the wild wood, named so due to the wild trees and creatures that kind of grow there. And I'm gonna do some. Let's get some exploration.
If it makes a difference, Kyra will be riding his summoned horse, and I'll take a look at that letter in the meantime while we're going out here.
As you kind of go over it, Kyre, let me see if I can. Let's see, where did I put it? I think it should be here. Kyre, as you. Oh, did it not? Oh, it's probably not active. That's why.
Should we all buy horses, Abel?
Um,
I like 20 gold.
I'm making They are really cheap. That's the thing about money is no object in this game unless you want something magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I don't know if Abel can sit on a horse.
Probably not. Kyre, as you kind of look at the Demon Hide parchment, it's written in like a kind of coded language, but this is essentially what you read. It says, Kyre, there is a matter that the Crusader needs done. There is a knight by the name of Tullius Rain. He serves the Crusader, and he has uncovered vital information that could benefit us in our fight against the Diabolist. He was supposed to report into Demorin Keep 2 days ago and has not. You are to find him. He is supposed to be, and there's like a rough map, and you kind of see it's kind of in like the outskirts of the Wild Woods, kind of where Eldwold used to be. It kind of says, "Look for him there. Do not fail." And that is what it reads.
Kyra would stow it, but he would give a briefing to the others that this is something his icon would like to have done, and if possible, he'd like to, well, finish this first since we took this job, and then maybe look into that if everybody's open to it.
Okay. I'm happy to help.
Yeah, we all are. For our best friend Kaya.
And with that, you continue your traversing through the Wild Wood, and you soon find yourselves at the bandit camp proper. Though it is, I want to say roughly 3 to like 4 p.m. by this point. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe around lunch or so. And I'm assuming you guys, essentially from here, there's like a lot of trees here, so you guys would use that as cover. And you can see that it is a fairly defended area. You see 3 kind of buildings, and you see a very large cage with something inside of it.
Oh no. It's that cute owlbear we spared.
Oh
Except he bit.
man, I already know what I'm gonna do. We're not even in combat yet.
let me find a good. Let's see. Let's find some good music. I don't know if this will. Let's go with this one.
Are those towers? Are they on top of buildings, or what exactly are those archers on?
Though they're inside the buildings.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
This one is kind of like a small tower. But yeah, like essentially you get the impression that they're like this is kind of like a lookout tower. And this one is kind of like a sleeping quarters, and this is probably where the chief, like the guy in charge, and like any kind of booty has been taken, would be in. And
I like these dudes with their hair. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, these guys, they're kind of just walking around, just kind of like talking about. You can't quite hear them, but you can tell that they're possibly talking about
Which shampoo they use.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So with that, what do you guys do?
I think, honestly, I think immediately upon seeing the owlbear in the cage, Abel turns to the rest of the party and says, I think we have to let that thing out. The owlbears don't deserve to be in cages.
You hear it kind of like a kind of a bear kind of screech sound as it kind of like knocks against the the cage. You see one of the bandit thugs kind of come up and he says, "Shut your yap!" He kind of smacks against the cage and it kind of screeches. It's like, "You better watch it, or I'll turn you into a coat." Don't know why the boss is so interested in keeping you as a pet. Seem to be more trouble than you're worth.
And I think while that's going on, Abel will treat with the party and kind of say, please, go distract these bandits. I can guarantee that I can get this owlbear to fight with us. As long as we have to take them down, we might as well have some help.
It puts dents in your tin head, though. I'm not fixing it after.
Fair trade. I knew I could count on you, Master Kyre.
Okay, and with that, what are you guys gonna do? How are you gonna distract these bandits?
I feel like I would be hiding, but I don't know if Kyre is big into hiding.
Well, we're far enough away to we're just kind of scouting it, I assumed anyway.
Yeah, like the you could definitely tell that a few like they kind of purposely kind of like left like a few trees just to help kind of conceal, but everything else it's like kind of very open, kind of purposely, and you can see that they have those sharp pikes kind of placed here and there to kind of like make it kind of difficult to maneuver around in.
You said it's kind of late already here. Is that correct? Like after late afternoon sort of deal we were looking at?
Yeah.
Master Kyre, perhaps you can distract them while also asking if they have seen this friend of yours.
I'm not against that. All right, Kyre will stay on his horse. He'll basically start approaching just straight towards the camp.
Okay. And as you do so, you hear from the kind of the tower, you kind of go halt, and the other thugs kind of like look. Who are you? What do you want?
Imagine he halts when they call him and he pulls his horse up. I'm Kyre Adelard, servant of the Crusader. I'm seeking a what's the word here? A colleague that might be in this area.
They kind of quirk their brows a bit and they go, "Why would some fancy hoity-toity Knight of the Crusader be around here for?"
Hoity-toity.
You're a knight. So like, it doesn't matter if you serve the Crusader or the Priestess. They would probably call you hoity-toity regardless.
Did you wash your face this morning? You're probably hoity-toity.
Meanwhile, if I may.
I'm going to keep conversing with him for the moment, yeah.
So I have a plan.
Okay, what is this plan?
I will tell you my whole plan, and you tell me how much of it I can do for a 6.
Okay.
My plan is to have Hoot, who is an owl, who maybe theoretically can possibly communicate with the owlbear, at least in part, to tell it that we mean it no harm, and that we're going to set it free as long as it'll help us dispatch the bandits, and then it's just free to go on its own. And then Abel, while Hoot is doing that, will search around the cage for like a way to quietly open up the door or something.
As Hoot kind of gets over to the owl bear, it kind of screeches a bit, like kind of low, like kind of very low, like a low growl, and Hoot is very apprehensive. As this thing, while it does have owl qualities, it is more owlbearish and something else entirely kind of combined. And Hoot kind of has the impression that they've been kind of not keeping this thing in a very good mental state, like as if they've been trying to kind of train it for war, or like they've been kind of like purposely kind of starving it. So as Hoot tries to like kind of mess with the lock, the owl bear creature kind of like almost kind of like tries to grab her with its paw, and she kind of quickly kind of moves away from it, but she again kind of continues to try and hoot at it to kind of get it to stop, and eventually it does seemingly kind of calm down as she kind of begins trying to mess with the lock to get it open. but it's gonna take her a little bit of time. Not like I want to say it's gonna take her about 15, probably 10 minutes to like properly get it open.
I think Abel was gonna open the lock.
I was going to.
oh,
but
okay.
I don't know. I mean, if it's hard for me to sneak over there or anything, that's fine.
I mean, you could. I mean, you can certainly roll for it to see if you can
Yeah.
sneak over
Well,
there.
I think Hoot's job was strictly to convince the owlbear we mean it no harm, and we'll, if it'll fight, we'll let it go.
Yeah, like again, like she's just kind of messing with the lock. She can't really get it open like properly, but
Right.
So she's just like the owlbear itself is just kind of like resting, like kind of like at the back of the cage, like very much like a scared animal does. So it's like
Okay.
she just kind of looks over to you and she kind of gives like a worried, I don't know if you should do this kind of thing. But she is waiting. She'll follow you regardless.
Okay. Have I actually spent my icon relationship yet? Was Hoot convincing it that we're friendly, or can I use it on getting the lock open? I guess is what I'm asking.
I'll let you use it to get the lock open.
Okay.
Because again, it may have some owl qualities, but it's a different creature entirely. It's like a dog trying to talk to a wolf.
Okay. So Abel lets out kind of a whistle sound to sort of like alert Kyre that like, okay, wrap it up. Here it comes. And I'll spend my 6 with the High Druid to fire actually an immolating shot to like blow open the lock.
Okay.
And my logic is perhaps the High Druid also wants this thing free, and so even if it's slightly off, there might happen to be just a perfectly timed gust of wind that keeps the arrow flying true.
Yeah, and you're gonna use what level are you using?
It's a 6 with the High Druid.
Yeah. As you shoot this this arrow, and it perfectly kind of lands in the lock, and it makes a pop sound, and Hoot, as soon as that happens, flies directly back to you as the owlbear creature roars and it breaks out of the cage. As that happens, the creative bandit goes, "What the? Everyone, it's out!" And the other guys, and they all kind of look, and they kind of go, They did something to it! Get 'em!" And with that, initiative shall begin.
Went pretty much as well as I could have expected. And that didn't.
Oh, I'm gonna change the music.
I think while we're doing initiative, or while everybody's readying their weapons, I think Abel does make clear to just so it makes sense in the fiction, makes clear to Korgulg and Tori, I think we are okay to let the owlbear go.
Okay.
Control those lightning forks, Tori.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what the. All right. With that,
Spunky.
it is Spunky. Korgulg, it is your turn.
So, as combat starts, instead of pulling out my sword and shield like normal, I pull out my Khopesh, and then on my arm, a red glowing full moon tattoo begins to glow, and like a glowing moon shield appears above my arm,
Uh-huh.
and then I pull out the ancestral sword with my other hand.
Ooh, very nice. Can you pop that so I can see what it do?
Basically, it's just a freehand shield.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, what items did everybody take?
Well, that's the item I took.
Excited to find out.
So, are any of the enemies nearby currently?
No.
Okay. I am going to take a... Are any of them nearby to Kyre?
This guy is probably the one that's closest to Kyre.
I'll do a single move up to Kyre. And then I will weigh the odds.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. With that, it is the the bandit thugs' turns. This guy is going to run up to you guys. The Resolute is going to do the same. He's going to get to, like, there. This one is going to get to here. And this one is going to get to... yeah, about there. And he's going to go, "You guys are going to pay for messing with the boss's work." And, Creative is going to hit Korgulg with his heavy sword and miss entirely.
And I will parry it on my glowing gold or my glowing red moon.
Very nice. The other one, short-sighted, is going to attack Kyre.
Miss.
And Decisive is going to... they're essentially going to... they're going to try and, like, kind of, like, encircle you. That'll be their turn. It is now the Owlbear Werven's turn. And I'm just going to pop the image so everyone can see it a little bit more proper.
Love it.
And it is... it's going to spend its turn smashing the cage, and it's going to release a screech. Tori.
I gather power, yes.
That's like your catchphrase at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Say the words, Tori."
I gather
I
power.
gather power.
Yeah.
He said it.
With that, Kyre, it is now your turn.
So we got at least the two of them that are right beside me, sort of deal.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. Quick action. I'm going to activate Shroud of the Pact for some protection. Because we're in a new level and whatnot, I'll also cast a quick action to do Thirsty Steel and infuse the blade. And then I'm going to take a swing at the short-sighted bandit thug.
Okay.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay.
Oof.
I'm gonna use try again.
Already pulling out the try again. Oh my
It's
god.
funny now.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a bit intimidating.
All right, please,
Wow.
please describe how Korgul kind of helped you hit better.
So I imagine as Kyra brings the blade down, it kind of just bites into the grass, and at Korgul's words, he immediately hefts it back up between the guy's legs and just guts him right from the groin upwards.
Indeed it do. You immediately bisect him. He is dead.
I'm going to activate the Flamberge's ability to make an attack against another creature beside me.
Okay.
Not as good, but hopefully okay.
16, I'm pretty sure does not hit. Nope,
So half damage.
half damage. And it was against... which one?
Sorry, that was the one to the south of me, creative.
Alright, this guy. Okay, so that's half. That certainly hefted him a little bit.
And I imagine as the blade's kind of like forming mouths and teeth as he swings it through this guy, He's like, this was a stupid fight for you to pick.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all my actions. I am finished.
All right, Abel, it is your turn.
All right. So Abel, can I get up to be near these guys?
Yeah, you could probably get up to like where Kyre and Korgulg are. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to take aim at this guy, and I'm going to make my attacks against, well, at least the first one against him. I guess I could do my deadly aim. Makes sense. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I think I have this right. Okay, so that's going to be my... Well, that's a failure. That's rough.
We're starting
real
chopping
rough.
you off of the bang.
That's the first failure on that. So that's my turn. I got nothing. That's it. I moved. I did a quick. Did a move action.
All right.
Can't you turn one of your odds into an even? Once
I
per
can,
battle or
but I mean,
something?
is it worth it at this moment yet?
Yeah,
I want to kind of wait until we get to our bigger boys down here.
Yeah, 5
Okay.
damage. 5 damage is fine.
I'll take 5.
And with that, it'll be the bandit archers as they line up a shot. This one is going to shoot at at Kyre.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a hit.
Then the other one will take a shot at Korgulg.
That will miss.
The one over here will take a shot at Abel. And I'm assuming that misses.
On me, it definitely does. Sorry, I'm back now. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And then the last one will shoot at Kyre as well.
That is a miss.
And their last turn, they'll yell for the boss. And it'll go to Korgulg. As a quick little thing, the boss will come out. And it'll kind of go, what's all this? Huh? And they'll just kind of yell, boss, these guys, they mess with the owlbear. He's like, what? Kill them then. I gotta do everything myself. And he'll get into initiative, but I'll have him go last.
Rolls the highest initiative. He's going last though.
Yeah.
Y'all believe me if I said I had 24 AC now?
I would believe you, yeah.
Considering a 23 or 22 missed Korgulg, yeah, I figured you guys were up there.
I only have 23, but
I took armor for my thing.
Nothing wrong with that? Korgulg.
I am going to do a Trickster's Cut on the Creative Bandit Thug.
Okay.
Oh dear.
13, nope. That does not hit.
I'm going to use Half-Orc Lethal.
Okay.
And that's a crit.
My goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, describe how you kill this one.
So, I go for a wide swing with my Khopesh. As it misses, I bury the golden short sword in his gut, and I just rip it up through his rib cage.
As you do so, the other bandit thugs are kind of yell out, "We need reinforcements!"
Alright, and I got 1 command point. I am going to... I'm going to move in front of Abel.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, it is the bandit thugs, and as as you do that, you hear some sound coming from this area over here, and you see a few more of these thugs kind of come out of that out of that area as well. And they kind of point. These guys, they're causing trouble. And Resolute, he's gonna charge into Kyre and hit with a heavy sword, and probably miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Decisive is going to come up and hit with his heavy sword.
They can't roll evens either.
My dice, they hate me.
They're consistent.
They are very consistent. Quiet's gonna try and hit Korgulg.
Oh, maybe.
Nope,
Oh.
just misses.
Thrifty, he's gonna get to here. Giving is gonna get to here. And that will be their turn. It is now the Owlbear Werven's turn. It is going to start slowly, kind of like very much like a hungry predator, go towards the body of the bandit, and it will start consuming it. And that is starting to freak out the bandit thugs. Tori, it is your turn.
That lightning fork pile.
Yes. So Tori is gonna like jump up from behind this tree and say surprise.
Tori, use Thunderbolt.
Nobody
Tori's
ever
chain
expects-
lightning.
Yep.
A 30, yeah, that's gonna hit people, that's for sure.
Oh, it's an odd though.
Oh, it's odd. So maybe I should reroll this with my adventurer feat.
Or you can use the dice to bump it
Oh, you get crit
to
off
a
if you
natural
do that.
20.
Oh yeah, okay. I should use let me see. Okay, I'll use Elf Queen.
Okay,
Uh,
how does the Elf Queen kind of like help with your magic?
Because this is like in the forest kind of area, suddenly it seems like the lightning has started bouncing off of the trees, and it concentrates onto this bandit and focuses on him, dealing a much higher amount of power than he would usually.
Okay, and it's doubled, right?
So it's tripled because it's a
Tripled.
crit, and it's feather power.
And it's empowered. I forgot about that.
And,
Oh yes.
yep,
So that's
100 something?
114.
114. Well, he's immediately electrocuted to death.
He's a pile of freaking ash.
Oh my.
Pretty much.
Okay.
All right, next attack.
Okay.
Come on, even.
Oh no, but
Now's
I
a good
do
time
have
for
a
that
reroll.
reroll.
A 19. 19 definitely hits their PD.
So that's 60 on him.
For Quiet, 60. That will also kill him.
Okay, you can go
Okay,
again.
and this is an even. So
Oh no, Owlbear! Oh no, it's not looking good.
there's still a lot of targets, so don't worry.
Let's see, he's got 3 more to get through at least. Yeah, that's where I'll
It's
probably
odd.
end.
Okay, against Thrifty. Where's Thrifty?
68.
That kills him.
Alright, that was odd, so guess that will be the end of my turn.
Yeah, yes it will, you horrible monster, you.
I
Kyre.
considered putting a try again in, but it seemed like overkill.
Kyre, it's your turn.
Those other ones were engaged with me, were they? Or no? 'Cause there's the one left, right? Decisive?
Yeah, Decisive was the only one who was... Yeah, he was the only one that was... He's currently engaged, but he's engaged with Korgulg.
Just cargo? Okay. I'm gonna ride my horse in on giving then.
I'm gonna move them a little bit.
I hit the wrong button.
I'm gonna move them a little bit for you. There you go.
Alright, so that'll be my move action. Quick action, I'm gonna rock some hatred.
Okay.
And then we shall swing with the mighty Flamberge. Oh, that's a good roll. So it'll be 8 higher.
I see 2 9s and a 10.
And 8 higher with, or is it 8 higher? Yeah, 8 higher with 8.
Yeah.
So it'll be 56?
56 damage?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Goodness, I should have beefed these guys up a little bit more.
And Kyrie just as he just basically brings the blade down and just slices this guy through in one swing. You're gonna need more reinforcements.
Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, Abel.
All right, same guy as before. This is you know, I can pretty much hit anyone all the time, right?
Yeah, take out some archers maybe.
More or less. Okay. I'm gonna move first to be a little bit like closer. Can I get around here?
Yeah.
To get like closer to the action of kind of everyone.
Yeah, the owlbear Wervin is...
I keep expecting the owlbear to be like, I intercept.
It is, it's still eating
That's my
this...
friend.
It's still eating this body.
Are these guys are up high up here?
Yeah, these guys are up high. These ones are just in a regular building.
Okay. Do I have a like line of sight on these though? Can I see them?
Yeah, you do see them. You see that they are trying to kind of reload their crossbow.
That sounds like a perfect time to me. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 shots.
Okay.
And you know they're gonna be deadly aim shots. So I'm targeting one of these, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, so here's the first one. Against okay, hold on.
though.
I know, but I should probably do something about this. I would like to do some damage here. I'm gonna
17? Oh my god, you didn't roll above a 3 on damage.
Yeah, what's my
That still
Oh,
hits.
that's brutal.
That still hits though.
Yeah, but I've got a thing that I can use to
You can make an odd into an even.
It was a
for battle
13,
with
yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
defeat.
That was my Oh
It's
yeah,
defeat
yeah,
on ranged
there you
attacks
go.
or something.
Yep. There we go. Yep. So it's great. So I'm gonna leave that as it is, but I'm gonna make the second attack.
Okay.
With a +2.
It won't be against PD if you change targets.
True. Good point. What's better? Well, it'll still be +2 though.
It'd probably even out or pretty close. Your call.
I'm gonna take the chance. So yeah. Okay. So the 17 was on the one on the left, and then I'm gonna make another attack with +2 against the AC of the one on the right.
Ooh, that's good.
Slightly better damage.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I really wish I had some high ground, but there you go. So 23 to this one, and what did we say, 17 to that one?
Yeah, 17 to the one and 23 to the other.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter which is which. I guess I can hit them both. So.
Yep. You pretty much, and you kill both of them.
Oh, rad. Okay.
That's all they got. Oh, okay, nice.
Cool. Then I guess that's my turn.
Like I said, I really should have beefed them up a little bit more.
I was so fast on them. I'm like, what? Really?
Yes, the archers.
These
Yeah.
are human bandits. We fought a living person. It's
Yeah.
That's fair.
They simply try to finish up their uh, their crossbows. So it will move to the bandit chief, and he'll kind of move out of the way, and you'll see some more of the thugs kind of come out. He's like, "Wake up, you lazy louts! All of you! I want everybody! You too, little Jim!" And so he kind
This
of,
one's a little Jim.
this guy.
Is he the happy one?
Yes, he's the happy one. He's got like a smile on his face. So the superstitious bandit chief, he's going to run straight to Kyre, and he's going to strike Kyre with his greatsword.
With that roll, probably yes.
And let's see, was that a? That was a natural. That was a natural odd hit, but it says here when the bandit chief rolls a natural 16 plus or save, one bandit archer reloads their crossbow as a free action. So
They're
this
both reloaded.
They already reloaded last
Oh,
turn.
no.
that is true. But with that, Korgulg.
Kyrie will use a Crusader Shield to have the damage of that hit.
Okay. He'll kind of grit his teeth at you as some of his damage is kind of blocked by this kind of strange, kind of spiky shield that's kind of grown over like your hand to kind of block it.
Okay, I'm gonna target the decisive bandit. I'm gonna try a trickster's cut.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll another natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
I rolled all 6s and 5s for damage.
Oh my
so-
goodness. Like
Holy crap!
you immediately decapitate this poor guy.
Yeah, I put a sword on either shoulder and just I spin around and his head comes off.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes. I'm gonna move to also engage the bandit chief,
Okay.
and I am going to use expert flanking on Kyre. So you get an attack with advantage.
You mean with 2 rolls?
Yeah, you have advantage. You get to roll twice and take the higher.
I have nothing coded for advantage.
I would just
So
roll.
just roll it
I would
twice.
just roll it twice, and we'll use the damage for the first one.
Oh, they're both terrible rolls, though.
Let's
Alright, first one was 40 miss or 20.
Okay, so that will we'll take the half. Okay,
And that is all my actions.
okay. With that, the bandit thugs will begin, and they will start swarming Korgulg and Abel. And this one's gonna run over here to try and get to hit Kyre. Let's move these dead guys out of the way. There you go, dead guys. Get out of here.
Set the owlbear on him.
Okay,
He's cleaning up the battlefield, it's fine.
Yeah, owlbear's been eating them up.
I am very happy about that Pact of the Shroud right now, since it's reducing some of this damage.
okay,
That's like 9, thanks.
okay. The happy bandit is gonna strike.
Yeah.
And that they're gonna deal their next attack.
Oh, that one actually got a natural even.
Indeed, he's gonna get a +6 to that damage next time. Zealous is going to try and hit Korgulg as well. I'm sure that will miss.
That would miss you.
And this one, Loving is going to hit Abel.
That's a miss.
Okay, with that,
Abel's a big boy.
it will shift to the Owlbear Wyverns. It's finished up with eating this body, and it starts looking at Tori. and it starts kind of
Oh no!
it starts kind of to like slowly, kind of like a predator does. It's kind of looking at Tori if
Ooh,
like-
dessert.
Tori did turn 4 people into dust. It
Yeah.
saw it.
yeah, it saw that. It's like you might taste a lot better than bandits. So it's gonna it's thinking about wanting the striker.
I'm just saying, Abel. Told you.
I tried.
It's gonna make a paw strike at her, but I think it's gonna miss.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, look at that hit, guys.
Wow, that would have been very devastating. Well, good thing it's a miss.
And indeed, and it just kind of like it's unsure. It's like it wants to, it strikes at you, but it kind of misses, as if it's trying to think about if it should eat you or not. It's not sure.
It's that thing when a cat plays with its food, just like certainly patting at her.
Yeah, it's like playfully patting at you, Tori. It's your turn.
Yeah, so Tori's gonna try to disengage.
Okay.
Oh no! And she's gonna say, she's gonna flutter around ineffectively, and he's going to say like, no, our bad, don't eat me, eat them, eat them. They try to point to the bandit.
It kind of turns its head, and then it just kind of looks back at you. It's still thinking. It's still thinking if it wants to eat you or not. Anything else?
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
those targeting
Yeah.
icons go up.
Yep. I'm gonna cast color spray on the bandits,
Okay.
which is close quarters, so good for me.
Okay.
You don't want to chance the 42 damage.
It is like close quarters spell, so I don't need to worry about being attacked. And I'm gonna use this meta magic.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
look at those rolls.
yeah, those are all MD. Yeah, that'll hit all of them. I'm pretty sure. That definitely hits. That definitely hits. Yep, that hits all of them. Oof.
Everybody's dead.
It's only 28 damage, but they might be weakened.
They're probably gonna be weakened. Yeah. Except for the Bandit Chief. The Bandit Chief has a lot more HP than that. But it's gonna certainly rock all the lesser thugs, that's for sure.
On second thoughts, I think I will use this as well, so that I'll be not engaged in an owlbear.
Okay, let's get that weakened. Where is that weakened? Where is weakened?
None of the icons are loading right for me today for some reason.
I don't know, they might be working on something. Weakened. Weakened, oh my goodness, these poor thugs. They're like, we really should have gone to a different occupation at this point.
Yeah.
Sherman hairstylists,
Yep.
obviously.
Did you aim at Loving Bandit Thug or no? I don't think
Tori
I-
only got 4 targets.
Okay, so he's not been hit. Okay, so that's good.
Is the 4 including the extra +1 from Wyden?
Yes, yeah, I have, yeah, it says 3 + 1.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, with that,
So Loving didn't get hit. It was the chief and 3 of them.
okay. And then you use Spear of the Witch Mist. Okay, you teleport to a nearby location. And you teleport it over there. Okay. And with that, Kyre.
I am going to try and end the reserve bandit thug. And can I just ask, is this a mook or no?
The thugs are not mooks.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I mean, your 84 damage would have carried over a few.
I
points.
am going to use one of my rerolls from Ravager
Okay.
because I don't want to roll one. I do want to try and bring this guy down. Wow. Okay, double ones. Well, that's.
I'm gonna use try again with an extra point, so you get +2.
And Korgulg, he's just kind of like, Kyre, really? You're like, really? Try again.
Really put your back into it.
Well, that should be enough, I think.
Well, at least it's a miss. A normal miss. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that.
He's weakened, so I
Oh,
just
right.
need to roll a
right.
1. I'm pretty sure.
Reserved Bandit, which one is that? This guy, yeah. So that is... So that's what, the full, or is that half?
43.
That's half. That's 43 damage.
No, it's 43 because it hit because he's weakened.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Well, you decapitate this guy.
All right, I'm going to attempt to activate Sacrificial Blade off the kill.
Okay.
That is a normal save. Nope, not with my luck.
That's
Oh my
three-
god!
That's like 3 ones.
But that means all of my bad luck is gone, right? So,
Yeah, rolling them all up now. Holy
So
shit.
because all my bad luck is gone, I'll use my last quick action
To roll another one.
to try and Reckless
Quickly.
Massacre.
Oh
Quickly
no.
roll a one.
Reckless Massacre.
Tori is next to you.
I know. I'm sorry, Tori.
Roll a 20.
Oh, it was actually good. It was actually good.
Roll a nat. It would have been so much better. Roll a natural 20. It would have been so good.
Okay, so it's 56 damage against the Bandit Chief.
Okay. That will certainly... 25? I'm pretty sure that will certainly hit him. Yep.
And that is all my actions. I'm done.
Alright. Abel.
Abel is going to draw the opportunity attacks to move and to go try and calm the owlbear down.
Okay. Loving is going to strike at you with its heavy sword.
Yikes.
Ooh. Was Loving the one that had the extra 6 damage, or was that somebody else?
I believe...
It wasn't Loving. It was one of the ones that attacked me. And
It-
Loving attacked Abel last time in this.
It was Happy. Happy was the one that Happy was the one that attacked Korgulg.
Is
What was his
Loving
name,
the only
Little Tim?
one?
Yeah. Little Jim, I think.
Yeah.
Zealous doesn't get an attack, do they?
Well, Zealous is
Maybe?
Because I was like here-ish, I don't know. I was, well, we weren't overlapping, but I was around there.
yeah. I'll let him roll an attack.
Just, giving you the opportunity to hit me.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that!
Shouldn't have done that.
And since
That's
that's natural even he'll deal +6 on his next
Six
attack.
on the next one.
With that,
Yeah, that was the right math, I think, right? 28? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's nasty.
okay.
Yeah, whoops. Well, now I'm not so sure I want to go to the owlbear, but I'm going to do it anyway. I would also mention that I technically, so I'm
Did
here
you
to
use
calm
Hoot?
down. Oh, I didn't use Hoot. Should go to the uninjured one, I believe.
You should expect the Zealous one for critting you.
No, it should be,
I think it's the first one that hits.
oh, shoot, where is it? Where's my Hoot attack? Where is it? I have a button for this, I swear I do. Oh, counterbite, there we go, sorry. That's on the uninjured one.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Hoot angrily pecks him.
Yeah, and so I go to kind of calm down the owlbear, which isn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing I can actually do.
Let's see.
Some sort of skill challenge, maybe?
Definitely a skills challenge.
Because if not, I'll happily use my action for a recovery instead. But
I mean, you can do. I'll let you do both. 'cause
Actually, it's your turn, so I'll just use Rally now.
Do you have any icons? We can use them.
oh, that's fair. Yeah, you can just rally now. That works.
Yeah, you can Rally. It's a free.
What is it? It's just a regular rally.
Yeah.
So recovery heal.
Cool. Hey, that undoes the crit. So we're right back where we started. Okay. So I want to try and calm down the owlbear a bit by actually, I kind of like this idea of what I did with Hoot earlier, especially because we encountered an owlbear earlier in this campaign. I think I start playing soothing owlbear sounds to them.
Okay.
Um,
Abel, you kind of observe it, and you can definitely tell that this is not like a normal owl bear. This is like some kind of weird owl bear, kind of like Werven hybrid. But for skill, let's see, wisdom or charisma, and an appropriate background.
I'm gonna go with charisma and gentle giant. Because if this is not what Gentle Giant is for, then I don't know what it is. And then I got smacked because it turns out I actually played a diss track in Owlbear.
No. As you kind of like, you kind of try to make soothing owlbear noises. It's kind of like quirking its head, and it kind of bats at the air against you a little bit, as if it's wondering, are you something that it can eat?
Only one way to find out.
It's-
I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay, it is now the bandit archers' turns. They are fully loaded. Delightful is gonna aim at Tori. Actually, they're gonna come out and aim a little bit better, and they're going to try and shoot Tori.
Ooh, maybe.
And
No.
I
Nope.
think they missed by like 1, based on the fact that Tori just leveled up.
and Listless is gonna stay in there, and is going to shoot Tori again, and miss.
Those poor archers.
They are not doing very good. The bandit chief. Oh my goodness, he's already. You guys worked him over.
I
So
was gonna say we hit him pretty good.
I know, it's so bad. He's gonna he's gonna attempt to disengage. Let me make
He
sure.
has a... Actually, I don't know if he has a -1, because he has more allies, I think.
Yeah, he has more allies. I'll put a -1 anyway, since you're right there, Korgulg.
Okay.
He will miss. So what he's going to do is he's going to, for some reason, the T for targeting doesn't want to catch on anybody.
That works.
There we go. He's gonna attempt to hit Kyra again.
Yikes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, it's free attack too.
Oh,
Well, they get to move.
I'm gonna activate my pack seal, the new ring I got from the last adventure, to once again use Crusader Shield. This gives me extra charges of that because I'm
Okay.
very close to the Crusader personal best friends now.
Okay. Listless is gonna come out, and she's gonna just immediately leave the combat. She knows that this is bad, and the bandit chief is just gonna yell at her and call her a coward. With that, Korgulg.
Look at all these people that I can probably kill with 1 hit.
If only they were mooks.
If only. Let me look at what I can do with an icon relationship.
You know, I was gonna say these archers had a very like Android 18 vibe to them, and then I looked at the chief, and I'm just getting DBZ vibes from everybody, really.
That's fair.
Honestly.
Everybody else is weakened. But the chief is close to death.
And if you don't attack, I'm gonna try and kill him on a miss. So
I'm gonna target Happy, because he has the extra damage.
Okay.
and he hit me. So I will use Trickster's Cut. That's a 9.
21. That hits him.
So 25 damage on him.
He's got 1 hit point left.
Oh, he's gonna get his revenge.
He just kind of like laughs a little bit, very weakly, and kind of goes, "Is that all you got?"
It's not actually. And then I'm going to use Basic Tactical Strike on Kyra.
Against the chief, or I just can't reach the other one right now. Okay, I'll swing at the chief then. Oh, probably a miss, but oh no, it's a hit for 46.
Yeah. Please, Kyra, describe to me how you end the bandit chief.
I imagine Kyra like kind of grabs him by the hair, like kind of lifts him over, and then swings him down onto the spiked like wall beside him, and just impales him on it.
Yeah, he just makes a large sound as like he's impaled, and like blood just kind of gushes from his from his mouth.
I mean, I technically have another thing, but that's good enough. I'll save it. I'll end my turn.
With that, it is the bandit thug's turn. They are going to. They're just going to book it, so you guys can get opportunity attacks against all of them.
Oh, we only get one with our action, but I'll try and swing at repetitive and let Adam try to get happy, I guess.
Ooh, actually, my favorite part about this is I also get one.
Wait, you took Armor of the Black? Didn't you just give Tori crap about the Black?
I like that. I like the idea that I found it, and now I've seen it as an opportunity to learn. We'll see what this does to
I think
Abel.
we dropped 3 of them.
Yeah, yeah, Happy is definitely dead. He's dead. This one, I'm pretty sure. Happy's dead. Repetitive.
Kyra killed repetitive, I'm pretty sure there.
Yeah, he's dead. And Kate and Abel's strangling.
Oh, I should make one.
Yeah.
I guess I should make like a melee one or something, right? I'm thinking like because it looks like little black strips. Like I think they're actually kind of like dragon tail looking things, and they like lash out because it's nearby. I'm assuming I'm nearby to these guys, right?
You were.
And they like one of them. They just kind of like magically kind of elongate and lash out and wrap around one of the guys. So I guess I'll make a melee attack. I think that probably makes the most sense.
Yeah. Oh,
so close.
But it's a melee attack, so you're dual wielding, so you activate the second one.
Well, but it's my cloak though. Does that? I don't know if that
You're
counts.
still dual wielding.
You're using a weapon attack to do the thing, is it not though?
I guess. I don't know. I kind of figured it was the cloak attacking.
DM call.
Yeah. You tell me how you want that to work.
Let me read it first. Okay, this armor makes a tangled black bandages. Look at that. Shows a battle. Read the flail with using the armor means to make an opportunity attack. I will allow it.
Cool. Love that. It's kind of like dual wielding. It's many wielding. I don't know how much better it is.
Better roll.
It's better by 6.
Ooh, okay.
That I'm pretty sure hits, and that is 22 damage. So you kill him, definitely.
You guys just see this like black dragon tail, lizard-looking tail come whipping past your face and wrap around the guy and drag him to the ground.
With that, Loving he's just gonna run. He's
Yeah,
out.
I can't blame him there.
He's out of the combat. It is now the spunky
Yeah.
Owlbear Wyvern's turn.
He's the loving one. He's got a family.
It is going to again kind of quirk its brow at Abel, and it is going to screech, and it's going to run away. So it is now out of the combat. Tori.
Aha! I love that.
Just Delightful's left, I think.
That's
Oh.
all. Yeah, that's it.
That's just delightful.
Well, Tori's gonna move closer to the archers.
Go sneeze at them.
Yeah. Is this archer out of the field?
Yeah, she.
Technically, that one moved out of the thing on the band Chief's turn, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so yes, Listless is out of the fight. The only one that's left is Delightful, and she literally drops her weapons and says, "I surrender."
Okay, then I won't kill. Tori is merciful.
With that is the end of combat. And Delightful will simply go, please spare me.
Imagine Kyrie grabs by the front of the leather armor, whatever the heck they're wearing, and hoists them up. Do you know where? And I blanked on the name, DM. I didn't write it down. I can't figure out where to open that quest again.
Yeah, we can't open it back up for some reason.
Oh, I think it's probably because
I think they were named Grendel something.
No, it's...
No, that was the
No, that's
person who
my
gave
commander.
them.
Ah, shoot. Okay. Never
Oh,
mind.
I got it. It's weird that it's not available.
I checked through everything. I could not see it.
Last week, it let us look at all of the quests. This week, it's just letting us look at the main quest.
Huh? Maybe I didn't put something right. I'll work on it. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, did it? Okay. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. Essentially, it's Tullius Rain.
Tellius Rain. Yeah, I'll shake it and basically shake him or her and say, "Do you know where Tellius Rain is?"
They go, who? I've never heard of that person. Please, we've just been stealing from the refugees from Eldwell. I don't know who you're talking about. Please. And she's like you can see she's visibly like shaking and she's sobbing.
Kyrie's probably gonna backhand her for stealing from the refugees and then walk away because he's gonna do something much worse if he sticks around near beside her.
Oh, I thought Kyra was just an executor, but okay.
I was really considering it, but Tori said they'd spare it, so I have to go by Tori's word here. I'll start looking around for what we're seeking essentially in terms of the merchant stuff, and if there's stuff from the refugees here, we should get that returned.
Try that. Can you guys see anything or still no?
No.
No.
I can try and refresh.
Weird. But essentially, I'll just make a regular quest journal in case.
Okay.
But
yeah, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look for that either as part of it, I think.
Yeah, it's in the quest log. If you go to where the scroll is, you go to the very bottom. There's a little thing called quest log. If you click on that, it should show you the in
Quest
progress.
journal. Yeah, it doesn't show it for me.
Yeah, I'll work on it and see if I can fix it. If not, I'll put the quest journal. I'll make the quest journal into a thing, so you guys can work on that. And in any case, you open that up and you see that there is a chest full of various gold and items. Most of them look to be kind of stones and gems. Very much have like a kind of magical kind of properties to them. So you get the suspicion card that these are probably the stuff that some of that stuff is probably what Melona's stuff is in there.
Seeking. Okay.
Oh yeah, Kyra was pulling his horse. Did he just like lean down when he's on the horse and lift for like 5 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Probably he would. Yes. I'll probably hop off the horse before I come in here because I don't think the horse would fit though.
Yeah. No. So
But
yeah,
I will start bundling up the chest and try and put what I can on the horse.
yeah, it kind of huffs a little bit because of all the gold and stuff on it, but it it's kind of a war horse. It's been trained to kind of carry heavy burdens, and so you guys kind of quickly enough, uh, you quickly make it to like back to Santa Cora, where you see Malona and some who you can assume are some uh clerks that kind of work with her. They look like they're big half orcs. And she kind of goes, "Yes, boys, please take everything. Thank you all very, very much."
Just to confirm, are you guys letting that bandit go, or what's the plan here? Take them in for justice? What?
Yeah, we should probably like arrest them. I guess.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay, and you guys kind of take the lone bandit in, and Malona just kind of goes, "That's why you don't commit banditry." As the Santa Cora guards kind of come and kind of apprehend them and take them away. She goes, "Well, thank you for your goods." She kind of looks. Did you all happen to see an owl bear looking creature?
The one
Yes.
with weird wings?
Yes. Oh, what happened to it?
Tried to eat Tori and it ran away.
She goes, "Oh,
Yeah,
oh, good. Not that it tried to eat your friend, but more that it got away. That creature is, well," she kind of goes, "That's one of the High Druid's kind of prized creatures. I think she'd be quite upset if something happened to it."
So Abel had the right call not to kill it.
I had a feeling.
And so, with that, she kind of gives you guys some fresh stock of like drinks and like food and stuff, and she kind of waves you guys goodbye as you begin moving out of Santa Cora once again. You continue walking. You get to like around here. That's where you guys start to make camp. When you start hearing, you hear Kyre. The sound of like someone kind of gasping for help.
Before we go into another fight, should we do a short rest?
I would assume that's presumed after the last fight, but
Yeah, that's more than fine. But you're technically not going to get another fight right now.
okay. Kyra would basically mount up on his horse and go in that direction, hoping it's the one he seeks.
And so you all kind of hurry along, and you find yourselves here. As you see a horse dead from gaseous wounds, you see a tiefling bleeding out heavily, and let me get the other things out, and you see right about to strike two very large kind of hellish hounds, and Kyra, you see two people that you instantly kind of grab for your flamberge for cultists. Indeed. Oop. Did not mean to activate the initiative, because that is where we're going to end the scene for tonight. You all encountering this. So, with that, thank you for playing. Thank you all for watching, and hope you guys come around for next time. because next time there might be a very special guest.